With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process. On first down, Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Reggie White, what a force. Got back there for the sack.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. He's got the first down inside the 10, and this is caught at the 8. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Wilson will throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. From a yard out. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, Can you reward yourself by keeping him on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
They'll run it with the 85 MVP, Marcus Allen. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, it's Allen. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Man open, Rice. And out of bounds right around the 20. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. They'll run on 1st down. Allen. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And this is complete. It's Allen. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So
and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Reggie White able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Cohen. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. To throw again. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Lions have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Allen, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now here's Mahomes. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Mahomes firing complete. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On first down, it's Allen. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And Allen's got it. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Marcus Allen. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cohen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. As he'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Wilson now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Wilson now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Wilson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired up. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Tucker with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They start the drive with a give to Allen. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 24, Mahomes. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. So a stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
They had a good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. He's going to look for Allen now, the deep ball. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. First down, a run with Cohen. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Yes, Reggie White. I remember when they first started calling him the Minister of Defense. It was back at the University of Tennessee. Snuffing out plays like that. Did you see that tackle for a loss? I remember him turning around the LSU game in 1983 with a similar play. Reggie White, one of the all-time greats.
13-time Pro Bowler, Reggie White. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. On third down, Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. John Randall drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Wilson in the offense, not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Throwing is Wilson. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Sacked there by the Hall of Famer Derek Brooks.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Derek Brooks. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone in and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. back to the air. Wilson after the pick six. Airing it out for Olsen. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Reggie White getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, they had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
This will be taken short. Shrugs him off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
The drive starts with a run by Allen. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll run with Allen. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. They'll run on first down. Allen. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Yellow. Go. Go.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On first down, it's Allen. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Allen. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. The Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now a carry for Allen. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Well, we kind of looked at each